Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik and this is a game War in the Pacific Admirals Edition, and this is my play by email match against KilRoy. He's commander of the Allied forces and for me it is the Empire of Japan. This is scenario 1 with no modifications and hopefully with sounds and voice again. This is 19th March 1942 and KilRoy is pushing for Wake. He took already. Marcus Island was the first attempt, I think a failure or something getting wrong. But he's also near to Saipan and took out the base completely with heavy shelling and airstrikes. And here is the next attempt on Marcus Island. I think this is a real task force, was original setup for this. So it is not only more a one-sided show. And here is one of my patrol boats getting picked up by enemy, I don't know, PGs. This is at the end a small encounter and maybe no one really want to fight here. And yeah, you can make a crossing T with 2 ships. So corvettes against a patrol boat. I'm not sure who will have the bigger guns. The corvette have maybe more guns, but I think my patrol boat have an 8cm gun. But at the end, no one hit here anything, so it doesn't matter. And this is I-20 trying to sneak into Midway, but KilRoy also can lay mines, and he liked to lay mines. And my sub had a double hit on the NMK6 mine, and this is very likely the end. I'm on my side was able to again find an enemy AK with some troops loaded, sent 2 torpedoes in, and this will be the end of that ship. So the AK go down. But my 120 is also dead. So Midway is a no-go more for me in the future. On the way to Perth or out, that is hard to say. I find here 1 AK. Good, 1 torpedo hit. And it's sinking. And this is more unloading in Marcus Island. Yeah. No more shelling, so maybe KilRoy's battleships are out of ammunition. And I mean 14-inch, 16-inch shells are not easily to reload if you don't have any port with size and navy support equipment and of course enough supplies. So I'm not sure if KilRoy is able to rearm his battleships now, this is far out. So maybe he have to already go back to Pearl Harbor. Good, I make some here ground attacks. Normally this have not much effect. The efficiency for Navy bombers for ground targets are small. And you can see here again, it's jungle, it's very hard to hit here anything. More airstrikes out of Singapore against this broken Dutch base forces. This have more effect. This is open terrain, clear terrain. but they coming one by one. Every win one fight alone. But doesn't matter, it's okay. There are also some Hudsons here. Minimum damage on my side. And SP3s again. No damage. And KilRoy sent his scout on recon airplanes over to Port Moresby, and I do the same with the east coast of Australia. But at the end, this is a dead war zone. No one invests there anything more. At least not so early. KilRoy go push for Central Pacific, and I go for Fiji. So we more or less miss each other. The question is only who can create more damage on the enemy in the future. There was just now a heavy weather issue, so I cannot go out with my nail bombers. And again, no hit. But no additional airstrikes from KilRoy's carriers. I mean, not that Saipan is not already a burning island. It is for me now very risky to bring in additional stuff, so. Good, first I bring in heavy cruisers for Nadi to get a foothold here. Of course this will now destroy more or less the whole base, but this will also disable more of this New Zealand platoon. I don't know, regiment. No, regiment was this not. But enough attack value that I cannot overcome this now. Good. More unloading Marcus Island. So finally I recover enough that I can strike Lenshao again. Fort is down and Lenshao is also conquered. Now they all trying to escape to Xing in the north. And also my central army, my first Japanese army in China, arriving at this dot base. Hopefully I can destroy all of this Chinese forces or force them to retreat. So normally no losses on my side, but also low losses for KilRoy because there is nothing left. All of these forces are empty. Next battle of Changsha. Fort is down. But again, high casualties on my side, mostly only disabled. And luckily for me, I have simply more base attack value from my 2,000 or 3,500. I fall down to 2,600 and KilRoy can increase his, but he have only 900 raw power, and from this 900 he lost now a third. At least they are disabled. Next attempt to overcome this after this bombardments, and now I'm able to take Nadi. Oh, okay. A little too late for my divisions. Now it was easy, more or less. Yeah. So, and here is now the full American forces. KilRoy tried to land on Marcus Island 2 days ago. And it was so successful. He lost some stuff, but I'm dying here. I have not more much left. I have maybe 1 or 2 more days, maybe to maybe hold the island. Yeah. So some successful operations in China, Still not a total victory there, of course. Will maybe never happen. KilRoy push more for Marcus Island now, what I was expecting, and I still have nothing what I really can throw on him. I have really only my Congo battle cruisers, and they are normally, they need something they can fight. They can fight everything, but not enemy battleships, and there are too many enemy battleships nearby. And enemy carriers can also take them easily out. So air losses this time 11 for KilRoy. Don't ask me exactly why he have so many ops losses here. Maybe Lenschau. Yeah, maybe they was in Lenschau and I took the base. This can happen. Yeah. So these are losses out of Lenschau, I would say. And for me, it's nothing. And ship sunk last turn. I lost my good submarine. This is a good fleet submarine, super long range. I mean, this is more or less the best Japanese torpedo submarine you can get. Losing it against a mine, this can always happen. It's always risky to go inside the enemy base force. I was able to intercept 2 cargo ships, but nothing really special. One at Perth and one at Wake Island, with little base force equipment loaded. So in China, I was able to catch up this Yan'an army. So next turn I will be attack here, then hopefully I can get rid of this. At the same time I drive here 1 division over the open rough terrain and end the story of Yan'an base force or base, take the base. Lenschau fall. Most important is that the industry is also nearly intact, so maybe like 10% is damaged. That is fine. Help me in the long run. I also I have now this dot base and I can build here some airfield maybe to have air cover. Not that I really need it, but why not? Changsha was not a total victory, but maybe I can live with this. It's always a bloodbath. It's simply double terrain for the defender and too many Chinese forces are still here. And maybe there is of course still supply can flow down here. But I also do this more or less to maybe hopefully dry out that KilRoy is maybe all his supplies go to this area. Then I can still, if he consume all of his supplies in this area, then he cannot use them somewhere else to rebuild the Chinese army early on. Another thing in Rangoon, my carriers are coming, and because my carriers are here, must be a reason why. Because there is something more coming. So this is my invasion attempt for Burma coming in the next 1-2 turns. Of course this British division is still here, but it's dead. Nothing else happened here at Burma. Darwin, Timor Sea. I conquer all important bases and now I can regroup and maybe create a task force for Darwin. Once Darwin is also taken, all shipping is normally secured. My subs was able after a long time to find 1 cargo ship going to Perth. Nothing game changing. I see nothing source of Nomaya. Fiji is also still empty. KilRoy have everything in Central Pacific, I have everything in South Pacific, so we simply miss each other. I was able to take Nadi. I still loading up. Okay, this division. So this division I was able to load, the others are still slowly loading. So 2 more days maybe. Marshall Islands looks fine. Wake, I try to bring in submarines and also some cheap patrol boats simply to detect where is the enemy shipping lines, and then I can bring my submarines in and maybe I can find a lucky hit. These are 8 ships moving east, so this is maybe this heavy battleship formation. And it is British because I think there was a warp pipe inside, so this is the lead ship of this task force. So I will try to bring in all my submarines in maybe this return line that he must go back to Pearl Harbor. And if I maybe can damage one or two battleships out of this, yeah, or slow them down, then I have maybe the possibility to use my battle cruisers. They are here. So that is, I try more or less bring in my battle cruisers to mess up with this task forces, because this is nothing heavily, because all battleships are here out of shells. And at the same time, maybe KilRoy's carriers are in this area, protecting here. It's a risky move for me, because I have no air cover at all. I also don't see here anything really clearly. So I can only say, yeah. And I think I can better mess up with his operations at wake than go for these battleships or whatever they are. Because this is too close to his carriers. I suggest, or I expect his carriers more or less here. So I don't want to come with my battle cruisers too close here. And yeah, Saipan is simply out of action. I have here nothing. All of my damaged airplanes I will try to bring back to Truk, and then yeah, because Saipan is now now it doesn't matter more. There is nothing left. I don't need air cover here more. At the same time, I must maybe create in emergency situation some air base here, and bring air HQ here, fighters, navy bombers, to only make sure that this area will also not fall easily to KilRoy. He already took wake. He's strong on Marcus Island, and Marcus Island will fall, I think, soon. There's not more much left. And now he's going in direction of Saipan. So there is simply then a big cut for me from Japan going to Truk. On the other hand, these are only islands. They have only strategic locations, but they don't produce any resources. And I don't have to ship anything up to now. And I can still go, if I want, west at the Philippines or Palau Islands. And then from Palau Islands, I can still go to Truk and Rabaul. Yeah. Good. And only because I want to check it, and I forgot it last time. I don't really know what is the difference between a Hudson and Hudson LR. And I only want to check it. Wait. Hurricane, Hudson. Hudson 3. Hudson 3A. And Hudson Air. So what is the difference? British, New Zealand, and Australian. This is a level bomber with a range of 11 and 4 bombs. And if I use the Australian LR, then it's a range of 11 for bombs. Must be something else. Cruise speed is the same, altitude is the same. Naja, so maybe LR means something else. Not long range, maybe it's because it looks really exactly the same aircraft. I see no difference. It's only different nations. Okay. Good. Then see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.